הישראלי כאן בדרום פלורידה, 107.1 FM. How are you, Gila?
I am so happy to be here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, great. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be back. I missed it.
Yeah, we set up the studio in the last second instead of put you on the phone.
Nothing like the last second.
Yeah, we need to say thank you to you, because if you're not going to tell me to do it, it's not going to happen.
I'm so glad we made it happen.
I don't want to show the listener how the studio looks like, but it looks a mess. We just moved to a different location, and wow. Okay, how are you, by the way?
I'm fabulous. I'm really psyched to be here. We have big things happening, big things coming up. It's great stuff. Great stuff.
Great. So
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what's happened in the last weeks.
Yes.
I start to use Claude.
I know. It's so exciting.
It changed my life. Wow. Listen, a lot of people are going to lose the job. People that software engineer start to look for different work. I'm sorry to say it, but I become a software engineer in the last days, the last week, and I developed software, amazing software. You saw what I did, correct?
I did, and you inspired me. I've been working on some interesting things now too. It really is exciting.
Look at that what I built. Look at that. It's amazing.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't know software engineer, but I'm using Claude. You see, I build a schedule to put automatic software that posts on Facebook automatic, so I don't need to post the post, so it do it automatic, and it's amazing. I did it by myself, and I know zero about software engineering, and I become a software engineer in one night. Unbelievable.
This is the thing, and you do it through speaking, right? I mean, you do have some background that is very helpful.
Yeah, I'm engineer,
right?
but I'm not a software engineer, and I was scared to dealing with the engineering, software engineering, and now my life changed for sure.
It is life-changing, and it will take people time to really start to play around and understand what's possible, but it is really mind-blowing what is possible.
I will explain to the listener what I'm doing now.
Yes.
I'm going to the Facebook page of the Israeli radio station, and just see, I'm just going to take Israeli news, and I put post now. It generates automatic news from online, and I put post now. It's automatic, will be in Facebook page of the Jewish Israeli radio station. 1 second, let me see. It also sent me confirmation. So
I see. And you gave categories of options for yourself.
yeah, it's unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable.
And every day I wake up with new ideal, and I continue to upgrade the software. And listen, it also give me the version of the software that I did. You see, Radio Israeli Radio auto publish
Version
number
10.
It's taken me 10 times to change it, and it's almost perfect. The only problem that I have now, it's to do the Instagram post automatic, but it's take time. It's fine.
It's happening. It's really exciting. Really exciting. And the amount of changes that have been happening in AI as of late are so crazy. It's really fantastic what is happening. And there's just so much. It's really important that people start, if they haven't already, to play around and understand what they can do. Right? I mean, look at what has happened for you.
Yeah, it changed my life. I have to say, it changed my life. It's doing crazy stuff. I'm a hardware engineer, electronic engineer. So now I can take what I learn and put it inside. I don't need a software engineer. So I can take the software that I design from AI and build it inside and put it inside the hardware, and wow, this is different. Wow.
So I am really encouraging people, and I've been saying this on some of our past segments, that the move to Claude is really, really the one I think to go with for a variety of reasons. I really respect their ethics and their responsibility, and also what they are making possible, right? These skills, that Claude Cowork, that can really essentially work within your computer and do all kinds of things without you being there. But I know people are afraid. People are afraid of not overseeing it or giving too much authority to the computer, but it is, you can move into it slowly and still do incredible things with what's possible with just speaking to it. You just need to speak to it and tell you, and you can create skills skills to have it do tasks for you, to look things up, to give you reports. It's really amazing.
You know what's happened to me in the last 2 days ago, Claude tell me you have to rest. He told me you have to rest and stop to be so. I tried to
He told you to rest.
Yeah, he told me let's
Yes.
do it tomorrow, and that was weird, and I think he's right because I'm trying to solve the problem. I like to solve problems. I don't want to put problems on the side all the time. So
Yes, and when you tell Claude what it is that you want, it will keep you on track. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is even more and more important, how much more important it is becoming that we really get in touch with what we need and want, and we don't give our intelligence over to AI. And we really need to be clear on what our goals are, what our values are. I'm now calling it REV, responsible, ethical, and values-driven AI is really the way we need to move forward. And in order to do that, we need to get very clear on what is important to us, because it's so easy to give our thinking over to AI. And that is huge.
yeah, things changing fast, and
Fast.
don't be. I'm talking to the listener, the people that listen to us. Don't be behind. Start dealing with AI today, and it's crazy.
This is a huge part of the mission of this, of what I do, and the reason that we are on the air every week, to really encourage our listeners. You have to take this moment into your hands. AI is not going anywhere, so it's important to get involved, to play around with it, to use it so that you can understand. And the more you do, the more you will be in control of what's happening next. But again, there's this fine line where you don't want to give yourself over. It's very interesting. I was on a call today with some really impressive women, and I get a variety of reactions when I tell people what I do in the AI space. And they either are, really excited, or they start to tell me all the problems they see with AI. But today, somebody brought something up in a way that I hadn't thought about before. She was talking about how we really start to lose our ability to do certain things when we give the task away. And she used the example of GPS. She said that recently she stopped using GPS unless she, is going somewhere new, and realized how much she had lost her, ability to remember where she's going and, remember directions. And in
It's
only
happened to me. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's happened to me. I'm using GPS so much, and it's make our brain to be lazy. So
Yes.
it's a red flag.
Yes, and how she was saying how in 2 weeks of not using GPS anymore, it's really changed. But the other interesting thing that she said, which I thought was really, really fascinating, excuse me, was she was saying how now in these 2 weeks since she stopped using the GPS, also that she's much more present when she is in the car, right? Like, it's so easy when you're letting something else essentially drive that you're not paying attention. So I think
Wow,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it made me think a lot. So I think we really want to approach AI with the right level of presence. This is something I'm so passionate about.
But I will tell you something. Every time we talk about different software, and we are amazed from different. I'm talking about, like, few months ago we talking about Claude, Grok.
Rock, yeah.
And now I'm amazed from Claude. And what's gonna happen in a few months? We're gonna be amazed from ChatGPT again. It's changed.
And of course, like everything. But I've been saying for a while now, Claude, I think, is really the one to be paying attention to a lot right now. And a great thing that you can do for those listeners who have been hesitant because they've been using ChatGPT a lot is to go into ChatGPT. It used to be much more difficult, actually, when I first started making the switch, to bring your memory over from ChatGPT to Claude, because people don't want to start over. I understand. So you can actually now just go into ChatGPT and give it a prompt and say, please give me a comprehensive summary of my goals, whatever is important to you, my personality, the way I write, the way I interact, so that I can bring it into another AI platform.
I'm using ChatGPT for the verbal
Yeah.
things. I asked for ChatGPT, please tell me how to build software in the best way, and I move what ChatGPT write to me and put it on Claude, and it's kind of combinate both of them.
Yes, I a lot of times I do go from one to the other, and I include Gemini in that a lot, Gemini Pro, because it's fantastic. But really now, if you want to make the transition and start playing around with Claude, which again, you really should, especially with Claude's skills that are now getting easier and easier, like what Nissan is talking about, just by speaking to it, telling what you want, and creating these skills where it will go and do these things on repeat for you, and all these amazing things. You can build apps, right? Like it's.
I'm going to tell you what's happened.
Yeah,
The radio station have an app. So I call my develop people, the company that did it, they want like $3,000. Said, okay. I go to Claude, build me a app for my station. He built it in 2 seconds. 2 second radio app for the station.
Amazing.
So why I need to pay $3,000?
You don't.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, you're not going to. Amazing. And what you showed me is incredible. So I encourage everybody to start playing around with Claude, but if you've been on ChatGPT, just go and ask it to give you a summary that you can transfer in. Then you bring it over to Claude and you say, here's a summary. I want you to put it into memory. And it's also very interesting because initially I had exported a whole data file from ChatGPT, which took like 48 hours for them to deliver it to me. And it's just very dense. And this way, it was really great to read actually how it summarized across all of my threads, which is for like years now that I've been operating. So that was really fascinating as well, and helped with the output that I've been creating with Claude, which was great.
Yeah, I have the weekend. I mean, the weekend I'm going to work a lot with Claude and see what's going to happen. He asked me so much money last week because he started to see that I'm working with that a lot. And listen, it's crazy. I'm going to show you. Look,
wow,
how much I try to develop software, and it's not ending. I have so much idea, so much good idea.
It's great. That's really exciting. So for those of you who are not quite there yet, I do also want to give you some other ideas about how to really keep your leadership in check, make sure you're the one driving, so to speak, when you are dealing with AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude. And I've hit on some of these before. One of them is going in and saying, when you're starting something, you are a top 0.1% expert in whatever it is you want. And when you do that, you're going to really start getting a different level of output. Another one that I think is really important. Have you noticed, Nissan, how much Claude and ChatGPT will tell you what you want to hear? I've talked about this before.
Yeah. I try to ask few platform what is the answer, so I don't trust nobody.
Yeah. Well, a great way to also help change that is to tell it, I don't want you to be my cheerleader, be the devil's advocate, tell me straight what it is, have it be your sparring partner, tell it to poke holes in your ideas. It can be frustrating sometimes, but it's really better than hearing everything that you are coming up with is, the best idea on the planet, right? It will save you a lot of time and a lot of headache of going down rabbit holes. So those are just a couple of things, especially as we are getting more and more reliant, that you do to keep your head on straight as you are working with AI.
Another thing that I build with Claude, it's things that I want to build in the last months, maybe year. I want to build myself a private VPN that I can watch Israeli station here in the US. And I told Claude, listen, I want to build VPN that works without interference, because VPN has few levels. There's clean VPN and kind of dirty VPN.
So some people might not even know what a VPN is. Why don't you explain?
VPN, it's a virtual private network. You can get different IP address. Let's say I'm the US and there's a few stations that block in the US. So if I try to watch it in the US, the station will say you cannot watch. It's impossible to watch the station because you are in the US. So what the VPN said, it's kind of making fake IP address. And the TV station said, now you're in Israel, you can watch the station. So this TV station can think that I'm actually in Israel, but I'm in the US, and that's it. It's much cleaner.
It's a level of privacy and
also security.
Yes,
give you security.
Yes. So that everybody understands. Okay, so you're building this VPN so you can watch Israeli.
And also I can go to a government office website that's blocked to work from the US because there's security, understand? And now it's working amazing and it's stable and wow, I'm amazed. And I save it and I show you this is the process that I make. And I tell him, listen, save it to me. He told me exactly what to do. 2 files. One of the files I'm putting in VPS. VPS is the private server networking. So it's I build like a Linux. It's on the cloud. I put all the software, put it on the cloud, and it's working amazing. One day I will explain about VPS. What is VPS? There's VPN, VPS, 2 different things, and it works amazing.
Amazing. I love how creative you've started getting with all of this and the solutions that it's really, really neat to see. So, and I had fun when we sat down and were working on some of these.
You know, now I have an idea to build my own crypto system with Claude. Let's say, let's create a crypto coins. Yeah, I don't know, let's do it. I don't know. I have nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Maybe we can be rich from that.
Only to gain.
Guys, I'm telling the listener, the sky is the limit here. You don't believe crazy revolution here.
And it really comes from talking to it.
Yeah.
I've been saying since we started here, if you can text, you can use AI. So just jump in and start. Play around, and before you know it, you're going to be taking your life to the next level. It's really powerful, really exciting.
Yeah, so we talk about a lot of things today.
Yes.
We cover everything that you want, or my things?
It's great. We covered your things, a little bit of my things, and next week we are having a very special guest that I'm really excited about. I will give you more information as the week gets closer, but it's going to be an unusual segment. We're going to do an interview, and it's going to be great. Really excited.
Amazing.
Yes.
Gila Liadato, thank you very much. How are you, by the way? Was a nice week? Or?
It was a great week. I missed being here last week. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm going to remind everybody, if you want to understand more, you want to learn more about AI, about staying sovereign in this crazy time and staying, ahead of everything as life is changing so fast, you can call me, 561-257-4551, 561-257-4551. Really excited.
Amazing. Gilad Liadato, thank you very much, and have a nice weekend. And we have some advertise to put now on the air. And thank you that you listen to the station, 107.1, 99.9, HD4.
Thank you.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for?